Being single can truly be a gratifying experience, but during quarantine, it can especially be challenging. Here are some ways to embrace it and move on already from that ex. You could self reflect and rediscover what it's like to be alone, all by yourself, in complete solitude. You could even get creative and decide to give journaling a try. You could use this time to organize that messy shelf and finally begin to declutter your space. Just remember, you're never alone. You could always talk to your friends.
And you're just always there for me. It's just honestly, you've been literally the only friend that's like been there to listen to me, you know? And there's like not a whole lot of people that you get in your life that just like hear you out at the end of the day. Oh my god, I love this color on you. Have the same lip shade on. Twinsies. With all the jokes apart, and I know it can be hard to be single during this isolation period. There are some of us that are completely alone and also single. The things that I did kind of touch on in this video are genuinely things that I do, and I do them in a more positive way. So yeah, I definitely think that journaling can help, or finding some sort of an outlet, a creative outlet where you can just express yourself, be who you are, whether that's through music or a hobby or art. And yes, talking to a friend definitely helps, even if it is your plant. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. In fact, these past couple of months I have had this plant that I have taken care of, and it just felt like someone for me to look out for, and it's just a really nice feeling. I mean, so what if I'm talking to a plant? I don't think there's anything wrong with it. But if you can find human friends, that's always a great thing to kind of talk to, even if it's through a video call or just a phone call. Taking up a hobby, or even picking up a new hobby, picking up a new hobby is a little bit of a stretch, but taking up an old hobby is definitely a great way to kind of stay busy and stay distracted and really get in touch with the things that you loved. And for me, that's dancing. Like, I've always loved dancing. I've been doing a lot of that way to kind of de-stress and kind of immerse into another world. Another thing that's really useful, especially I think if you've just kind of come out of a relationship and you're coping with a lot on your mind, physically decluttering or cleaning up your space definitely helps. You know, whether that's just making your bed even, and just starting off with that, mentally you feel emptier in a good way. I feel consuming good content is really important. Of course, you know, we have our modes of entertainment, and I know there's a lot going on in the world, and I have to stay up to date with what's going on considering my situation and what I'm in. But I try to stay off the news, and I try to stay off the constant updates on social media, because I've realized that actually can trigger a lot of my anxiety, a lot of my stress. So I try to minimize that. I consume however much is necessary, but the rest of my content I consume, for example, is around wildlife, puppy, dog videos, you know, creative funny skits are always great, classic movies, especially Bollywood, the feel-good content. That definitely helps me. And lastly, I know it's not easy, but using this time, especially if you've just come out of a relationship, you've just kind of are newly single, it really helps to rediscover yourself. By doing that, I mean to reflect and consciously think upon not just my past, but what my intentions are for the future, what my goals are, what my aspirations are that I want to look at. And tapping into that can always be useful as you kind of go along and go through these times and just any time in the future. So that's kind of my go-to advice, I would say, for how to be single during a quarantine. I'm not an expert, so you are more than welcome not to follow any of this, but these are some of the things that have helped me. And I might even do like a longer length of a podcast or something. Yeah, so that's it for now. Global Daisy, still single, still getting by, and with a smile on her face. So I hope this helped, if at all. That's it for now, so be sure to share this video if you enjoyed it, like, subscribe to my channel, That Global Daisy, follow me on all my socials, and that's it for now. Your Global Daisy, signing off.